Kind of chilly. Cracks me up. That's so funny to me. Everything I own at some point sucks. Hello, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a hook empath. I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. There's air in the lines, and I'm doing a load of laundry, and it's just like, and it sounds like the big red truck did when it was freaking sucking on 4 cylinders, you know, and yeah, things just suck sometimes. Not today. Today's a good day. I think so. How about you, Ma? How are you today? Want to wave? Say hi? The mom wave. She was looking at those pictures on the back wall earlier, and she's like, "You have the nicest smile." She tells me that a lot. You have the nicest. Thank you, Mom. It's your smile. It's like looking in a mirror sometimes. Only when I look in because I'll like, when she tells a story, I'll get down in her face, like eye level, and like listen to her, and I'll look at her face, and I just, God willing, and the creek don't rise, I'll live to be 70, and that the what I see back will be my face, you know. But maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't see 70 like Ma has. And so if I don't, you know, at least I'll know what I would have looked like had I made it, you know. Don't gotta wonder. So woke up and there was a new interview with Jesse's about. Actually, at first I woke up and I was letting the dogs out and I couldn't believe the sunrise. I was just like, it was sick. The sky looked like abalone. You know? I'm not going to go into no speculation as to why stuff they spread, all that stuff. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My eye see in frequency. I stared at that eclipse back in Salem, Oregon. I stared at it. Made things hard. But I did it. See, I'm lucky I never turned to stone because I'm so curious. Oftentimes, if I saw Medusa's head, I might take a gander just to see what all the hype is about. I got to be careful about being curious. So, I posted a photo of it. It looked like abalone. The sky looked like freaking abalone shell. If you don't know what abalone shell is, I don't know what to tell you. I gotta Google it. I don't know. Image search it. I don't know. If you want a comparison. If not, go to the picture on my Snapnax page on my Instacrap account. I posted a picture of it there. I wonder if I could try and... It won't do it justice. It just won't. It was sick. It was so rainbowy. It was so rainbowy. It was very rainbowy. Speaking of rainbowy, I'm wearing my t-shirt. A Marge Heyoka original. Can you see it? Straight people like rainbows too. And you know what's cool? My pants match the orange. Mom's excited about my orange pants and how they match. My orange and my... And I always, even when I was a little tiny tyke, I always did the rainbow in this order. Actually, this is flipped. Because when I was describing it to the embroiderer, I was doing it in my order. But this is like a miscommunication. Really, it goes purple, blue, green. And I had other ones made that are in the right order. But these are out of the first box. Whoops! Whoops-a-daisy batch. But still. Straight people like rainbows too. I came up with this one. We lived on Manzanita. And we lived there so I had to be anywhere, I think I was around 9, 10, 11. Those are the years that we lived there. It's like part of 3rd grade, the last part of 3rd grade, 4th, 5th, and like the first month of 6th is how that went down. Or did I go to Lassen View again? I might have gone to Lassen View. We moved around a lot until we got into like high school years, and then we were pretty stationary. And then I ended up in the Midwest for freaking 15 years, and then we moved around a lot. Now we're settled down for a year. The story, man. Life is wild. Life is wild. And it's so funny because there was a period of time, quite a big period. That's why I went in the Air Force, or farce. That's why I stationed at Offutt. I mean, granted, I got to have a lot of cool life experiences. And yeah, I got a college degree. I went to college. I looked at, and then I looked at a couple master's class, and then I was like, it's all a crock. It's all a machine to serve the beast. And especially, yeah, I'm talking in a literal sense because I worked at Creighton University. That's a Jesuit university. Yeah, it's a trip being part of the inside. Hearing what the outside's interpretation of it is. It's pretty wild. Anyway, so a lot more earth changes happening right now. A lot of people I was telling, I'm like, man, this morning I got to be careful about what I say. So maybe the more serious content I'll talk about in the evening. Because I was telling Mom about a story, and it was of the graphic sort. And she just like cringed so much, and I was like, you know what? Then I got down, and I got in her face like I do from time to time, and I was like, Mom, are you starting to get to the age where stories like this affect you and you just rather not know about them? And she looks at me, and she dials in, and she's like, yes, I'm starting to get to be at that age. And I was like, all right, understood. The DOG. When Luna came here, man, she was so scared of everything. She came from South Carolina. She came from about an hour from where the eclipse that went across America that started in Salem. About 56 miles from where it exited is where she came up. And she was almost put down. We figured out how to all coexist. She has a broken tooth, and it's sharp like obsidian. There she goes. I could just watch it all day. And I was just telling Mom how glad I was that she's rolling around on her back because she has a bad back. We both have lower back problems. So it makes me happy that they're happy because humans failed them in the first part of their life. That's how I got Benny. Humans failed him. Didn't like his attitude or whatever, and then dumped him off at a farmhouse in Iowa where nobody lived. And people I know came across him. Tuck, he came from a puppy mill. Yeah. He was traumatized for 6 months of his life because he was born with the regular tail, but the jerk face that ran the puppy mill slammed his tail in the gate. So he's had trauma. So I got to be careful about getting too loud because he gets scared again like he was when he was a little puppy when I first got him. I'm like, I'm not putting him back in that mindset. So just, and Artie, he's been with me since he was 7 weeks old. He came from extreme circumstances. His person, or his mom, the person that he belonged to, went to jail. So she got taken away, and then like the next day after she got taken away from her person, she went into labor and had 9 puppies, and Artie was the runt. So he's nervous. He's wound tight like me. That's why we got to keep our stuff down here. So, I was happy to hear, and then after the sunrise, the beautiful, gorgeous sunrise, I was listening to Jessie Zaboter talk on I think it was the 20th episode or the 22nd episode, her interview with Chantal and Monet on Aquarius Rising Africa. And they did like questions. Ooh, The Gematria Effect news is going to be on 11 minutes ago. What was it? I bet he's going to go to town, because when I opened up like the news today, I was like MSN or something like that, and all these people that have died, and they're just all different ages. They're all these different ages. I know he's going to go to town on the numbers on that. I just like listen to the freaking cadence. The cadence of the numbers. I can't get into stuff like that because I have other stuff I have to do, so I just get to turn other people's stuff on and listen to him talk about it. And I trust his opinion. I mean, I wouldn't listen to him if I didn't believe what he said. So, I mean, I could go back and learn the I do the calculator. I know what my numbers. I'm 111 in one of them, one of the parts. I think that's funny. Because I was born at 11:01 a.m. on the 9th day of April, which is the 99th day of the year. Haha. I'm all about numbers. So it was the 22nd episode, and somebody asked about Dolly Parton if she was connected with the. And you know what? I always looked at Dolly Parton. No, you can't have Dolly. She's an angel on this earth. I freaking love, ever since I was a little girl, because my dad would watch movies like 9 to 5 and stuff like that. And the best little whorehouse in Texas. What's happening? Who's that, Luna? She's just checking stuff out, stretching her little stub legs. And so I was just always, she's an angel on this earth. She's just an actress playing these roles, and she's not really like that. And knowing that she's been faithfully devoted to her husband Carl for years and years. What's the matter? I'm doing a talk. Is somebody a moody bitch? Are you a moody bitch? What if I just let you out and roamed around? I would not like that at all. Go girl. What? Hufflepuff? Don't Hufflepuff me. So she's like, as far as I know, or as far as Jessie Zaboter knows, she's never known that she was connected. And I really hope she's not. I got to see her in Omaha a few years back at the CenturyLink Theater that was connected to the Hilton Hotel, incidentally. That's just so funny how things are connected like that. Anyway, I was like up in the nosebleed seats, because what I would do is on the day of the show, they sometimes would release pretty decent tickets for less prices, for cheaper. And so that day I wanted to see her because I've been a fan of hers ever since I was a little kid, and the tickets I got were like 3 sections up and like looking at the back of her of the stage of where she stood. Right, it was like, well, in these wonky places, and it was me, and then it was another area, and the lady in the box in the same area, and we chatted up a little bit. I think she came from like middle Nebraska, like she drove a ways too, right? Same kind of thing. Been a fan her whole life, and then there was a couple other people around, but we were like in the sticks, and an usher came and said. And asked me and the other lady that was kind of closer in proximity if we were together or if we were alone in our party, and we both were. So she asked us to come to with her, and I ended up in 3rd row center. And it was one of those things that I got a new bow tie for. I got a new bow tie for my case, and so we ended up 3rd row center. And at one point, I got a freaking point in a wink from Dolly. She pointed right at me and winked. And I know it was me, because how many freaking chicks do freaking anybody see? And I've been to other like small shows before. I've been to a lot of theater. I like theaters, productions and stuff. And I've been to, Broadway across America, plenty of those shows. And I've been to little freaking, local productions at the Snap Theater or whatever, and Omaha, whatever. It don't matter. I just like the show. And people, like in the smaller ones, people have said, you have a nice face to look at, because they pick on people in the audience to focus on sometimes, if the lights aren't too bright and all that stuff sometimes, if the venue's small enough. Because my face matches what's happening in the world. And so when you go to then that's like good feedback. You see people that are just like watching the show and they're just like they're, fat, dumb, and happy watching TV, and they don't recognize the effort that was put in for a real life production. And it's kind of neat. So what else? I got the table set up. I was gonna do art today. Boop. We got art. I think I was gonna do acrylics. I was gonna use these and do acrylics. Boop. Oh, bummer deal. Bummer deal. What else? I was gonna talk about. I was so excited about Dolly not being a freaking spawn of Satan. Now the gematria effect is live, so I'm gonna be thinking about that. Anybody in the talkie room? Hi, Stoner Chick. Hello, naked and laughing G-Dog. It's one of your pop colors. Evidently, my pants are from. Actually, they have an S on them. They're Dockers. Because I like Dockers a lot. But I ordered these online back years ago when I still had an Amacrap. I got rid of my Amazon account like 3 years. I'm not feeding that beast anymore. I won't do it, that dirty, rotten freaking beast. I just look at that whole thing as an entity, and I just want, with like all these different heads, and I just like freaking wish they'd put a freaking sword in that beast, That just told, but I like to see like on I don't like how people share crappy stuff on social media. I do like to see and I don't even like sponsored ads. Mostly, although if I look at it and try and focus and see some positive in it, I see some really cool products that people are putting out. And this is the year that because there's all this need for in innovation. And so a lot of people are going to be coming up with products, and there's going to be like a style of a item of clothing or whatever it is, but people are coming into their currency, and then they're going to be able to produce that and earn an income for themselves. The world ain't gonna be like it ever was before, because we know what happens when it's like that and it don't turn out good. So the spirit is everybody's spirit is yearning for more. It wants a bigger corner office. It wants something more expansive. And a lot of people, they don't care. They don't, they're like, hey, I'm good with the 3D life. I'm going to live this life in the 3D life, and I'm going to be good with that, and I'm going to be an opportunist, and, I'm going to, like these people that choose, these course of actions where a lot of innocent people die from whatever it is that they're doing, if that life force energy is going for freaking low vibrational shit, that's hell to pay. So there's that. Hi, Spirit Tree Revival. Oh, I missed you last night. I saw that you were on, and I started doing other things, and then when I came back, it was already uploaded. Hello, Thomas. It's very good that you are in my chat. I'm glad that you are here. Oh, there's having technical. Oh, Zach's on. See you later. Yeah, I'll catch up. I'll be there. In Zach's chat. I just like listen to him, He's a freaking smart kid. He is. He knows his stuff. The thing that is cool, I would like to call into his show one day and to see what the numbers for like good shit is. Like I'm like and to be like, listen, This is the story of my life and how numbers they can see, because there's counter to everything. I was thinking about that today, even in nature, for like poison ivy, there's an episode on Longmire. I can't remember I've seen it 1,000 times, but I can't remember what. It's the opposite, but there's like a toxic and then a non-toxic variety of plant for everything. It's duality. Nothing's, and then there's medicinal properties and a lot of different stuff, but if you have sensitivities in this area, then that might be a side effect. But I'll go with nature's side effects over frickin' man-made side effects any day. My train of thought just totally derailed because I had Sam Cooke on, so it was twisting the night away, and I wasn't really going along with the talk that I was having. Oh, so the duality in the plants, so like poison ivy, but a lot of these plants have positive, just like I don't know, I guess you just have to get. There's people that have peanut allergies that like peanuts will kill them because of their genetic makeup. Peanuts will kill them. But there's other people, most people, peanuts don't kill them. Well, people like me, alcohol will kill me. And there's plenty of other people, alcohol won't kill them. Alcohol, they just, taste it like it, don't like the way it feels, move on with it kind of thing. And I'm just like, dude, then why are there people like me that just love oblivion, And what I've come down to I think it's a level of pain. I think to some people like me, I can't speak for anybody else, for myself, honestly. The reality of it is but I always liked alcohol because it made all my pain, my emotional pain, my physical pain, it just stopped all my pain. Just like whatever happened, it's like, yeah, life is shit. And now is a little pocket of where life isn't shit. And then what I come to find out is that it takes my spirit, ego comes in, and then the consequences that the earth gave me, that God kept giving me to let me know, you can't do that, And he kept putting people in my life, people that have taken the lives of others, people that have, people lose everything all the time, every day, because of addictions and afflictions. And not to say that I don't have cravings, because I had them like 2 days ago. I want some people to realize that might come across my path that you might be living a kind of way, and you don't gotta live that way every day anymore if you don't want to. And that if you're in a lot of pain, physical, emotional, spiritual, any of it, that there's a way. There is. So I'll get into that later. Oh, Luna, I'll let you out. Just a sec. Let me just read why I named the movie or the talk the way I talked. They're words of the day. I get words of the day, and I like these words. So, Demiurgic means a powerful creative force or being. And then, I love words. I just love words. Let's see who else. It was Demiurgic and the Tohubohu. Where is it? Okay. It hasn't been that long since you've been out. Oh my goodness. This is what sucks being an empath. Because especially just give me I'm going. I want to find this other last word. It's a good word. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, alright. Tohubohu and it's a state of utter chaos and utter confusion, and that's what we're going to be seeing in the next little while.